advice do you have for people when it comes to starting, and especially if they're met with negativity that they're told, no, this is something that you can't do?
Learn to love to lose. Like, that's the whole punchline of everything I believe in. I love losing. Here's why. If I went at 16 to start a charity to raise $40,000 and I didn't, they were right. And I appreciate the experience of that loss. I adore losing because it's fair. Mm-hmm. You actually talked big game and you were wrong. You were naive and young and you deserve that loss.
I love how you smile talking about losing.
I'm sure if we look back at all my content, like I'm not excited about winning. Like, it's why I even jumped in and said, no, I don't relate with that. Right? I relate with losing. I like underdogs. I can watch a sporting event that I have no vested interest in, come in, start rooting for the underdog, and then as the underdog's winning and it looks like they're going to win, reverse back to rooting for the favorite. Like, I'm always rooting for whoever's in the worst spot. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody's listening right now who's far more likely thinking about their startup or their career or their family than they are about starting a nonprofit. It's all the same game. If you're losing, it means... Here's my thing. If anybody has won that comes from your circumstance, you then have to acknowledge that it's possible.
Like I should. When in dark.
What's up, Instagram? This was such a good question that just came through Twitter. It kind of excited me to make this video for Instagram, trying to bring value during this time of challenge for a lot of people.
Gary, any advice for small businesses being affected by the hysteria?
First and foremost, safety and family and all that stuff over everything by 1,000. But the reality is, very quickly here, as we stay quarantined and kind of go through this kind of pattern, a lot of businesses are going to be affected. And the answer to the question was super simple to me. It was PPI, right? It is perspective. First, just be grateful that the people you love are healthy. Number 2 is patience. Like, this is just going to have to be waited out. But number 3 is probably the biggest answer to the question, which is innovation. This is where you have to think. I mean, I've lost a lot of dollars in public speaking events here over the next 3 months. And literally just got off the phone with my head of, Zach Nadler, our president, our head of CEO of Vayner Speakers, saying, hey, maybe I want to do a conference on live stream and sell tickets to it and do an event in April to innovate. Local stores that are not getting traveled to may want to create delivery infrastructure. You may have to start using some new products like Slack or Box or Dropbox. Like, this is a time of innovation for a lot of people. Not only perspective, thank you God for everybody's okay. Not only patience, like, okay, hopefully in 3 months now everything will be back to normal, whether that's 3 weeks or 3 months. But number 3, innovation, PPI, the I in the PPI, the innovation. This is when you have to reinvent your business if you're in trouble. And there's a lot of small businesses in trouble. They're going to bail out airlines and cruises, but what are they going to do for small production companies or event companies or people that rely, all the small businesses that rely on baseball or basketball or March Madness? Like, there's a lot of small businesses that can be affected. So the innovation, it's time to innovate. PPI. Good luck, everyone. Love you. Happiness needs to be the ROI. It just has to be. And so if this is the thing that makes you the happiest in the world, maybe you're not destined to make $680,000 a year, and that is super okay. If you want to make $680,000 a year and this is what you love, well, then you need to be the best of the 80 billion worth of teachers in the world. That's how the economics of life work. And if you're more focused on $700,000 a year than you are on the thing that makes you the happiest, well, then yoga teaching could be your side hustle and your occasional thing, and go do something else that has more earning power. What's up, Instagram? This was such a good question. It just came through Twitter. It kind of excited me to make this video for Instagram, trying to bring value during this time of challenge for a lot of people.
Gary, any advice for small businesses being affected by the
This is Monday Night Raw and Weekly B9.
What is the most common complaint you get in your DMs?
It sits around.
One piece of advice you would tell every teenager today.
I would tell every single teenager in the world that